A good Erev Shabbos and a Chag Sameach to all. This will be my last message to you, and so I hope it captures the Pesach feeling. I hope it captures the hopes I have for everyone this special Pesach, this Pesach Corona. In typical HaGadol fashion, I would like to ask 4 questions and hopefully answer it with one answer. My first question is, how can I possibly deliver a message to all of you? You're so very different. Some of you into baseball, some of you into hockey, and some of you, I'm embarrassed to say, aren't into sports altogether. Some of you are AM people, some of you are FM people, some of you are satellite radio people, and some of you don't even listen to the radio when you're in the car. Some of you are Starbucks people, some of you are second cup people, and some of you are coffee time people, although none of you will admit it. Sephardim, Ashkenazim, Americans, Canadians, Israelis, people that practice at 80%, 90%, 0.8 of 1%. How can I deliver a message to all of you? Question number 1. Question number 2 is a lot of rabbis are delivering messages via Zoom. I don't know anyone wearing a tallis. And today I'm not only wearing a tallis, I'm wearing a kittel. So yes, I get it, Rabbi, you like to get into it, but why a kittel? In fact, the kittel we wear really 2 special times during the year. We wear it on Yom Kippur night, and we wear it on Pesach night. That's what I do in my house. During the Seder, I wear a kittel, and at Yom Kippur, Kol Nidre, you see me in shul wearing a kittel. The truth is they're both holy nights, and both have the word kol, all, because the message is to kol to all of you. They both have kol. Of course, Yom Kippur night is famous for Kol Nidre. But on Pesach night, after we take the 10 pieces around, what do we say? We say, Kol Nidre. Well, we don't do that, but we do say Kol Chamira. All the chametz in my house. They both have coals. So really, I get why you're wearing the kittel and the tallis. The tallis is to get into it, and the kittel is to get into it. But why are you wearing a kittel on the Seder night? I get it that it's special, but what's the deeper meaning behind it, Rabbi? Question number 3. Why is the number 15 so special? We start off the Seder. Kadesh, Orachatz, Karpas, Yachatz. And there are 15. In fact, there are 15 dayenus. After Shema, when we say Hashem Elokechem Emes, and we do Emes, V'yatzav, V'nachon, there are 15 of those. And of course, there are 15 Shir Hamaloses. And they all connect to the 15 steps in the temple. That King David envisioned that the Levim would be standing on each step, each saying a different song. That holy number 15, which is of course the numerical value of God's name, why is it so special? The Yud and then the Hey, why is it so special on the Seder night? Why do we start off the Seder night by listing the 15 simanim? Why is 15 so special? And on that theme is question number 4. Why is it that when we mention all 15 of the chapters, the simanim, the signposts at the Seder, why is it that only the second one has the letter Vav? We do Kadesh, not Rachatz, but Orchatz. We do Kadesh and then we do Orchatz. We don't do Karpas, Motzi Matzah, Tzafon. We only have the Vav by the first 2. Why is that? On top of that, you'll ask me, Rabbi, now that you're asking me that question, I can ask you a better question. If the whole goal is holiness, Kadesh means holiness, and Orchatz means washing away the bad, wouldn't it make more sense for the Baal Haggadah, for the Seder ritual to begin with Rachatz, to wash your hands, and then do Kadesh? First you wash the bad, and then you enter into the good. So if you're going to have 15, it should be Rachatz Kadesh. wash your hands, and then become holy? Why is it on the Seder night we're saying Kadesh and then Orthodox? So you should know when Corona first hit and everyone was told to quarantine, can you imagine that was like a month ago? I said to myself, this is my great opportunity. I've always wished for some time to work on myself, to become special, to pray hard and to study hard. This was my chance. Everyone had their own things they were thinking about when Corona started. To me, I was thinking about two words: no carpool. As many of you know, that Rivki and I are blessed with lots of children, and together we do carpools. Each carpool is around 25 minutes. So here's our carpool. We do getting the kids up, finding their shoes, getting them dressed, getting their knapsacks looked into to be sure they have their homework in, and that they're happy with the lunch we gave them, which they're never happy. And so we do a 7, a 7:15, an 8, a 8:30, a 1, a 2, a 2:30, a 3, a 5, a 7, a 9, and yes, you'll say, Rabbi, and there it doesn't. We also do a 9:45 carpool. Now the word carpool is a joke because all the carpools are run by Rivki and I. We don't share carpools with other families for the most part. It's all us. And so when I heard Corona, I said, this is amazing. No carpools, no carpools, no sports. You know what this is? This is the time for me to fly. This is the time for me to come better at davening, better at learning, and to lose weight. Well, it's a month into Corona, and where am I holding? What I didn't think about when Corona started was it's going to impact my family. I'm going to know people, family and friends that have passed and become very sick. And sadly, although I didn't think about this a month ago, it's the reality. People I know have passed, people we all know have passed, and people we know have gotten sick, and it's a scary time. I also didn't think about the financial consequences of Corona a month ago. How many people are feeling so vulnerable now? Millions of people all going to flood the market to get jobs right now after Corona ends. Not so simple. There's going to be a lot of pain. But at least, Elie, you did all those things you said you would. My davening has not improved 300%. It has improved 23%. My learning has gone up 8%. Me being a good father, I think I'm doing the same. And you have to ask Rivki if I become a better husband. So what has this month become? So far, it's become the month of lost opportunity. But I want to tell you something. I want to tell you what Hashem expects of us. On Shabbos Corona, the first Shabbos since the Exodus, where we will all be in our homes. We will not be at hotels. We will not be at friends' house. It's this holiday which is so similar than the original Seder that we had in Egypt. Kadesh Orthodox. You know why we have Kadesh and then we have Orthodox, why we have holiness and then we wash our hands? Because that really is the original experience in Egypt. God said, you're so much like the Egyptians around you, but I don't care because I love you, you're my children. Get holy, sanctify yourself, get ready for something special, you're gonna do something special. And even though you're mediocre, and even though you're stained with sins, I don't care, wash yourself up. Not before Kaddish, but wash yourself up after Kaddish. Because Hashem wants you to be great, even though you're mediocre. I know it's an oxymoron, but that's what God told us. Kaddish and then Orthodox. Make the decision to commit to be great, even though you're mediocre. Even though you haven't done all the things you said you would in life. Don't sell yourself short. Don't say, I don't want to be a hypocrite. That's not why Hashem created you. Hashem created you for excellence, even though you're mediocre. Let's answer the 4 questions and we'll end with a blessing. The fourth question, why do we have Kadesh and then Orchat? Because God says, sanctify yourself. Make a commitment to be great. And then yes, even though you're mediocre, even though you have stains, even though you make mistakes and you're not grabbing all the opportunities you could, don't worry about it. Wash yourself off. But make that decision first. Don't say, oh, I don't want to be a hypocrite, and don't entertain the idea of greatness. Why is 15 so special on the Seder night? Because God says you're at 15. That means you're a number one. You're great. You can take those 15 steps. You can take those 15 steps in the temple and climb with your stains on you. And why am I wearing a kittel on a Seder night? The same reason why I wear a kittel on Yom Kippur night. Because I have to view myself as a clean slate with all my mistakes. I'm ready to go. I'm starting over. I'm going to accomplish. Even though I know behind the kittel is something not so pure. So what? Wear the kittel. See yourself as something special. God knows and you know that you're not perfect and he doesn't care. So why should you care? And lastly, how can I deliver a sermon to all of you? You're so different. The answer is we're not all different. We're all the same. This Pesach, we're all the same and we know it. The last Pesach, we were all the same and we didn't know it. But we're all the same. We're all fighting the same battle. We all feel deep inside our holy soul wants greatness. We want to be amazing. And yet every night we look into the mirror and we say, "Oy, another day, another wasted opportunity. Another time I was petty. Another time I only thought about myself. Another time I wasn't happy about someone else's success." And so we are mediocre and great at the same time. That's why this message is so easy for everyone, because we're all in the same boat. We're all trying to be great in our mediocre self. My Rebbe, Rabbi Wein, who inspired me this afternoon when I listened to his Shabbos HaGadol Drasha, he told me a famous story. I think it's from Rabbi Elie of Barditchev. That every night before he went to bed, he said, "Lady Yitzchak, tomorrow you're going to be amazing. You're going to be the best Jew ever." Then he said, but he would say to himself, "But you said that to yourself last night and you didn't really do it. So why do you think you're going to be any different tomorrow?" And Rabbi Yitzchak said, "Yes, but tomorrow will be different." We have to have the attitude, even though deep down we know we're not perfect angels, we're not malachim, that we have in us the power to be as great as possible, even though, yes, I'm going to say the word a 10th time, even though we are mediocre. May Hashem bless us that we become better at davening, better at learning, better husbands, better fathers, and then we're more sensitive to the plight of everyone around us. Even though we are hypocrites, let's embrace it. May we all of us, hit that Chaf Lamed, that 20, that 30, that put together the call that makes the numerical value of 50. That level of greatness as we go 50 days from Pesach to Shavuos. Let's accomplish something so special this year. Let's be great. Let's take those 15 steps. Let's see ourselves with only white. Let's see ourselves as something special. And yes, with all of our problems, Hashem still wants it and he expects it from us. May we all have, with our solo Seders and everything going on crazy around us, let's all come together and make the decision that this year, Pesach Corona will be the greatest Seder ever. Chag Sameach.